Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to this new video. Today I wanted to make a build review for my current build, which is my League starter, and which is Frost Blade. I'm gonna make a showcase with the build. I'm gonna run the Minotaur map, and then I'm gonna run the Twisted Invitation. So let's do that first. As you're gonna see, the build is really fast. The DPS is quite fine as well, and I actually love the build. I'm not gonna take care of the loot too much. The gameplay is very simple. You use only one skill and you use the tincture once in a while. It's really not too complicated. And the cold damage is really nice because you're freezing everything around you, and basically this is a good thing that I died here, because the mana leecher with the blue ring around them are really annoying. I'm not dying all the time when I'm seeing one, but that happens. So as you can see, the build is really fast. And there's not too many mods that we cannot actually run. I will talk a bit later about the map mods. I think we can pretty much run everything in the game except for elemental reflect maps. But once we gonna get awakened support, awakened elemental damage support, we are going to be able to run any map modifier basically. I'm gonna run the harvest just to show you how it goes. I will also talk about my Atlas strategy after the showcase. See, the harvest mobs, they are just dying very fast. And there we go. I'm running harvest on my Atlas, so the mobs are a bit tankier than they are than usual. And there's another mana. Yeah, this one is going to be annoying. I'm just going to do that. And there we go. It's just if you keep hitting the mob before they leech all the mana from you, it's fine. And this is also why I'm running Voloclarity. Because if I do react fast enough, even if I don't have mana, then the mana cost is going to come to 0 and I'm going to be able to kill the mob without any problem. So this is just a safety net. This one did reflect the freeze ailment to me, that's why I was getting very slow. So let's finish up with the map fairly quickly. I'm gonna skip the expedition, it doesn't matter too much. And we have an Harbinger boss here. Okay, onto the boss. Just gonna drop portal just in case I'm dying. And there you go. You're freezing and chilling the enemies so badly that there's not much that can actually kill you once you start attacking. And now to the invitation. I didn't run a white one, I wanted to juice it a little bit. We will see how it goes. So they died, the first ones. Actually the first one. Another one here. I don't like the phase of this one. And there you go. Extremely easy. I'm just gonna pick up the influence item for the league mechanic because they are really good to disenchant. So about the build, as you see, the DPS is quite good, given what I'm wearing, the gear that I have right now. So let's begin with the Atlas tree. Basically, you're grabbing every cold and elemental nodes that you can. This one here with the cold ailment is really important, with the chance to freeze and cold damage. And physical conversion is really important as well. This is one of the most important nodes on the tree. Here the additional projectile is not that important for Frost Blade. It's not like Lightning Strike, but it is kind of nice to have. But the target additional nearby enemy is really, really important. Also, this cluster here is extremely important, as is that one here, the Dagger Mastery. The nodes here are doing pretty much nothing, but this is the mastery that we are looking for on this one. And if I can show you on POB, the effect of that node, it's 8% for the mastery, so it's actually pretty big. And if we take a look at the support gem itself, Nightblade here, if we were to remove it, it's 38.4% of my current DPS. So it's the actually best gem we have right now. My awakened cold damage is actually not level 5 yet, so. And awaken elemental damage with attack neither, but if it was to be level 5, awaken cold damage is actually extremely big. And why is that? It's because since they made the change, since that league, the current league, to the melee gem, we now have base damage on every gem, which is extremely big. If you check Frost Blade, here you can see under the mana cost, its attack damage is 431.5 of base damage. So it's extremely, extremely big, but we don't have any flat anymore. So any source of flat damage, added flat damage, is extremely important and is going to be a huge amount of damage. This is why also I'm running the Stygian belt here with a lot of added raw damage on the Abyss Jewel. And then to keep a bit more on the tree, then you have different options. but grabbing the spell suppress chance is really something you should not skip. A little bit of life here, a little bit of life there, some accuracy, crit chance and critical multiplier. I took this node for the amulet because it's really cheap and it's also a lot of damage. And then some res and crit chance and, you know, like reservation over there. If you want, and this is one of the upgrade of the build that I would like to make, I'm only level 93 as for now, but I would like to get like to get 4 additional levels and get some more reservation over there and see if I can maybe lower the level of my clarity and my precision, wherever they are over here, precision there and clarity there. They are level 18 and 12, so maybe I can go back to lower level, not to level 1, but to lower level with precision, and to level 1 to clarity, because it's not that important anymore since I got the chest for the mana cost, but we will get back to that. So maybe grabbing the nodes here, and I would like to run determination, because the actual EDPS right now is really not the best. We have a grand total of almost 17k effective hit pool, so it's not a lot, especially for a melee build, because we are close to mobs all the time, and thankfully we have the freeze that helps a lot with the defense, but once in a while, when you don't get to freeze the mobs, or when you get attacked before you attack, which doesn't happen too much, but it can happen sometimes, you will die pretty fast. So having determination or grace would help a lot. That's one of the upgrades that I would like to make. Also, my gears are really not too good yet. You've seen the bosses. I was doing fine, but my claw right here is only 381 physical DPS. So getting to 400 or 500 will be actually nice. But as you can see, if I was going for a 500 physical DPS claw, it will cost, keeping the same attack speed and critical chance, it would be about 10 divine. So I don't want to spend that much anymore on this build. I'm very happy with the result I had for League Starter, and I have other plans for next week, so I'm gonna reroll into something else. But another upgrade that I would have to make is the gloves here. I only have where is that? I only have 61 elemental resistance on the gloves, so getting some chaos res and better roll on the elemental resistance would be nice. Also better suppress spell damage, and Alva Temple mod would be nice with damage against frozen enemy. That would be perfect. And also something that I could really do, which I should consider very soon, is getting a better implicit on the gloves. The rage on attack hit is nice, but what would be the best in slot for the implicit here would be non-val skills target an additional enemy. That would be really, really nice. You've seen the clear speed during map on the Minotaur map. It's absolutely fine, but having that on top would be still a really good thing. So that's one of the upgrade. Also, my ring here is not the best. It's fine, and you can definitely get one like that for not too much. I did drop it myself, but if you check the price, it's like 5k, so there's really nothing special there. The taming, the price is really going down. I got a good roll that I got myself with divination cards, but if you buy a low roll taming, it's like 28, 30 chaos now. So if you don't have too much money, you can definitely offer one with low roll, and it's gonna be completely fine. About the tincture now, they are broken. That's it. the difference between when you have them up and when you don't is absolutely phenomenal. That being said, if you check my uptime on the tincture, it's actually 100% of the time. Actually, I think in hideout it doesn't work that way. Or does it? I'm never running out. I don't know. Or do I? I think in hideout, I don't know. I'm not sure how it works in hideout, but let's just go to Blood Aqueduct. And you'll see that if I use my tincture here, let's kill a few mobs just to see. There, it went off, right? But the thing is, I don't know if you've seen on top of the screen, when my tincture are going off, thanks to the ascendancy, the effect of the tincture is lingering for 6 seconds, right? And just with the node that I have here, and all the increase effect and the change to my tincture, the uptime is actually 100% of the time, because when it goes off, let's see, so now it's off, the effect is still here, and you see there I can activate it again a bit before the effect is actually removed. So I actually have a 100% uptime on the tincture. And let me show you on POB what it does. Item. So we have the tincture here. The first one is giving me a grand total of 56% of my DPS. It's more than half my DPS right there. It's insane. The second one is less good, but still something interesting. It's 28.6 of my total DPS. So together, it's about 80% of my DPS. It's completely insane. The damage that you get with the tincture, there is no way around that. It's completely insane. If you're playing Warden, there's no other options. Like the people who are going for Oath of Summer or Oath of Spring, it's just missing so much DPS actually. There's nothing comparable to the tincture, and I don't even have like tier 1s on my tincture yet. This one, which is giving me 56% of my DPS, it's double tier 2. So it's still really, really good, the mods and the rolls that I have, but it can still be a little bit upgraded. And same goes for this one, so it's tier 2 and tier 2. And I got 38 increased attack speed on this one, 24 elemental penetration on this one. This is completely crazy. 152 elemental damage with weapon, and 240 critical strike chance. It's completely insane. Just with that, if you check my my tooltip DPS and stats, you see my crit chance it's going from 59% to 100%, just activating the tincture. So it's a huge deal, and it feels so good to play with it, because when you have 100% crit, you're gonna freeze everything that you touch. It's just that simple, and it's so powerful. It's really, really powerful. Also, Heat Shiver, the price did go down, so this is also something that helps increasing your DPS a lot and very easily. It's like between 5 and 10 chaos now. On to the next item. My shield is trash. It's 12% lightning resistance, so it's just a little bit of chance to block spell suppress. Block chance is 26. It's actually really low for the standard that we have right now in the league. So yeah, just 125 life. It's actually not too bad. And finally to the body armor. I did craft myself that one. If you want to see how to craft something similar, I did made a video about it while crafting the body armor, so definitely check that if you want. It's extremely easy to do. It's extremely safe. There is no way of almost no way. There's always ways to waste your money when you're crafting, but the chances are so freaking low. I mean, you cannot end up with something bad. You can fill up the prefixes and not have the life when you do the reforged caster at the end. But the crit chance to attack and minus mana cost is going to be guaranteed. The additional cost as well is just a matter of, are you going to have some life or not? One quick note on the random suffix that I got when I did the reforge. I got the life regeneration tier 1, and it's actually extremely good. At that time when I got it, I was a bit disappointed, but I was like, okay, it's still a tier 1, right? So it's not like getting a tier 9 random modifier that is useless. This one is a tier 1, and having that makes actually Blood Rage for free. You see, I'm not degening anymore. Blood Rage is active, and I'm not degening. So even without leeching, I'm just able to have it at all time without caring about the degen. Also, when you are walking on the burning ground and stuff like that, I didn't work too much on my Pantheon yet, so I don't have like a burning ground immunity and stuff like that. So when there is a costing ground and burning ground, the regen is actually really nice. I didn't thought it was that nice, and I'm very happy that I have that modifier on the body armor. So if you can have some regen on the shield, on the boots, maybe on the gloves, or on the amulet or ring, if you can have it somewhere, if it's a high roll, it's actually a good thing to keep. The attribute requirement for the build is a bit tricky with the unique ring that I have and the hit shiver. So this is why I'm having the 30 tool attribute. If you see here, my dex requirement for the body armor is 293, and I have 327 in dexterity. So even the dexterity is actually close. I'm very close on all my attribute to the requirement, so you will need to manage a bit on that department, I think. On the Atlas tree, maybe a quick note. What I did in the beginning for League Start was the usual pact with energy to have like more. Where is it actually? Yeah, this is actually that one. To have more elemental resistance and movement speed and a bit of damage as well. That was really good early on. I did the Shrine Atlas tree, so I was taking the Atlas tree to help me out running the early red maps when the DPS was starting to lag. And then when I got more comfortable with my build overall, I did respect into Blight actually. I wanted to try the Blight strategy, and big spoiler, it's no use. I really advise against running Blight. If you check my Blight tab right now, I'm full of maps. I'm listing them for 9 chaos, and they are not selling. So I did sell a very few amount of oils. I dropped one and only one golden oil, even though I did run like probably 10 to 15, probably around 10 Blight maps. I will probably run the Blight Ravage map at some point just to see how it goes. But overall, it was very disappointing, so don't do that. By all means, there's much better strategies to make money out there. So right now, what I'm doing, since I stopped on Blight, I'm doing the Harvest Expedition and Harbinger's node on the Atlas tree. The Harbinger, I should probably drop them for something better, because with the low investment farming that I'm doing right now, Harvest really doesn't feel too rewarding. Harbinger. Harvest is definitely good, especially on League Start, because you can craft your own gears, right? And I did craft, for instance, this cluster which is worth like 6 divines. There's a few things like that. I don't have too much of the good gears that I did craft so far, but I'm not trying hard to sell my life force because I'm using it for crafting. So this is what it is so far. I did also June. I forgot to mention that June is good early on to get some random gears that you are going to sell with like you just drop something like with a random modifier, which is kind of special, you know, like fist conversion, or you know, like the damage during flask effect or during leech on gloves, this kind of stuff, you know, that you get on the unveil, and then you craft whatever you have on the item, and it's selling for like 10 to 100 chaos, depending regarding on what you actually have on the item. But that is kind of over by now. Like we are on day 7 of the league, so it's 1 week behind us, and people are starting to gear up with like more specific items. So June is not a viable strategy anymore at this point. If you run Betrayal, it's mostly to rush Mastermind and to get Veil Orb, I guess, or something like that. I don't know. Regarding my Atlas, I've been actually quite slow on my Atlas progression. I'm working full time, so I didn't have too much time to really focus on that part. I did spend some time also exploring with the league mechanics, so this is why I didn't complete my Atlas yet. I just need to do Maven and a Balder. I could do that actually. I just need to buy the fragment for Maven, and for a Balder it should be really easy with the build by now. So I need to do that, and then to do the Fear as well, and I will be pretty much done with the Atlas progression. I did the Exile, of course, and the Eater of the World. And that is pretty much it. Oh yeah, the leveling part, maybe if you're interested about that, I can tell you how I did level the build. You have 2 options. Like on League Start, obviously you would level as a Frost Blade. This is what I loved about this build, is that you just grab Frost Blade from the vendor when you kill Hillock in the very beginning, and then you use the same skill for the entire game. There is no swapping skills. There is not like a dead time when you cannot use the skill that you are going to use endgame. You just use the same one from the beginning to the end, and that I loved absolutely that with the build. Also, I don't think by the time you're watching this video, this is the most efficient way of leveling the build anymore. Because I don't know, maybe I didn't check the items for leveling melee skills, but what you can do, and this is definitely efficient, is to buy a Quill Rainbow and a Tabula, and then from level 12 you grab Rain of Arrows, and just with Quill, Rain, and Tabula, Rain of Arrows is gonna carry you until maps. It's absolutely insane. The damage is so incredible, and the speed as well, that until white maps, and you can probably push it even more if you want to, but when you level up a character for a specific skill, you want to play it, right? So I don't think you would do that, but if you want, you can probably push it to yellow maps without any issues. You would have to upgrade a few things at some point if you do that, but I did it until because I did level 2 characters. I tried first actually as a Slayer, and I rerolled on day 2 or day 3 of the league. I don't remember exactly. Because I was seeing so many good reviews on the Warden that I was actually jealous, and I just wanted to try it by myself, you know. and I do like the tincture a lot. Actually, it's amazing. The damage it gives is just insane. It feels so good. I cannot recommend it enough to try it by yourself. And yeah, that is an incredible league starter, an excellent build. I would play it anytime in the league. I would like still to go back to the Slayer and to try it again to see the difference now with decent gears and see how it feels with the Slayer. The Trickster is also an option, by the way, if you want to play different class. Probably the Scion, maybe, I don't know. I don't have enough knowledge on that part, but for sure the Trickster can work as well. But if you haven't played the Warden yet, just go for it and try the Tincture. They are extremely powerful. I'm pretty sure they are also extremely cheap. I did roll them myself because I like to do so. But I have my tab here with random tincture, and there is a few that are really good, and they are not selling, which means that all people don't know how to look for them yet in the trade site, and this is why they are not selling, or they are just so cheap that even the good ones, they are not selling. So probably you can buy some by yourself for a very low amount of money, and when I say low, if it's not selling for 15 chaos, it's probably 5 chaos for a good high roll tincture. So there's also that. The build is kind of cheap, and there's good upgrades that you can make. So if I would evaluate the cost of the build so far, I got I don't know the price right now of the gem, but yeah, it's Awaken elemental damage with attack is about 1 divine at level 1. Awaken cold damage is actually really cheap as well. Probably like from 20 to 40 chaos at level 1. The gears that I have, they are just rare, you know, like the amulet, the gloves I showed you before. It's really not too expensive. Taming 40 to 80 chaos depending on the roll that you want to have. You can definitely run with a completely different body armor. I can show you the one that I used to run if I still have it. I'm not sure if it was that one. I think it was that one, yes. So absolutely nothing special here. It's just defense basically, except for the Eldritch implicit. And even with the Tabula, you will be fine. You will feel it on the defenses for sure, but I mean, you can grab a body like that for not too much, I think, anymore. Yeah, for 5 chaos, you have a few there. So the overall cost of the build. Oh yeah, I do have a Watcher's Eye though. This one I paid for 2 divine. It's maybe a bit more expensive now. It's 3 divine, it's not even so expensive, but this is absolutely not necessary. So the build is actually really cheap and can go. I have 10 million DPS right now, as you can see. Hit DPS I got 12 million actually, but without the awakened gems, without like the Watcher's Eye, just with the tincture, you can easily reach 5 million DPS. I have the claw here, which is worth a bit more than that, but 2 divines. But definitely, if you just go like for a little bit less physical damage, little bit less crit chance, like let's say you just go for 8, right? And the attack speed for 1.8 with 350 physical DPS. The total we don't care about, 40 chaos. You can snipe a good one for 20-25 chaos and you will be completely fine. You will not feel a big difference between what I have and what you would have with a lower price. So, I think that's pretty much it about the build. My plan for next week, as I said, is to go for another build. It's gonna be quite expensive. This is why I don't have any money in the bank right now, because I'm buying the items as I find them. I'm gonna give you a quick gaze at what it is. You can see a few stuff here. I'm really not too sure I'm gonna be able to make it work because this is just too expensive, but I will keep you updated on that part and see how far I can push the build and if it works. It should be decent. The build here is quite powerful. I would like something that is more tanky to go try some harder content like Wave 15 Simulacrum and stuff like that, you know. So yeah, that's it for the video. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any question regarding the build or anything else, and I will try my best to answer as fast as possible. Until the next video, take care of yourself and bye.